Thank God for Camp Freedom. There's so many things to do up here that help me, and there's so many activities to do at Camp Freedom, and Camp Freedom gets it. They get people with PTSD. They know what's happening to veterans and first responders.
Veterans, once they were soldiers out to help us fight for our freedoms, rights, and the American way of life. But with those fights, it comes with sacrifice, which leads to physical and mental problems. Is there a way for them to get help though? Well, that can be at Camp Freedom, where a veteran's passion for the outdoors can help with their healing. Whether it's long-range shooting, hiking, or a hunt, Camp Freedom has various ways to help our soldiers heal. Me, as a person who works for a company in deer food plots for Camp Freedom's hunts, naturally I was sent up to have an experience of a lifetime. As soon as I got there, we went right to work and drove off to check out various hunting spots, setting up the blind station there so our veteran hunters can sit in comfortably while they wait for that target buck. This is Ed Kochanski, a Vietnam War veteran with PTSD, who was a part of the 82nd Airborne Brigade, known as the Golden Brigade, as told in the book The Golden Brigade, which talks about untold stories of the Vietnam War and what they did to serve our country. Ed and I got to talking, and he told me about his time in Vietnam because it helps him overcome his PTSD and never lets him forget his brothers in arms.
I was drafted 55 years ago in one of the most unpopular wars in the history of this country. And I took my basic training at Fort Jackson, South Carolina, and my IIT at Fort Lewis, Washington. And I signed up for jump school, and they put us all in the 3rd Brigade of the 82nd Airborne in Vietnam. And I didn't know what to expect, but I was put in the infantry, and I was assigned to the 2nd Battalion of the 505th Infantry Alpha Company, and I never thought I was coming home. I was wounded twice, and I suffered from PTSD, and I think about the war every day of my life. I think about my buddies that were killed with me every single day of my life. Bill Murray, he was my good buddy from Carbondale, Pennsylvania. He was killed, violently killed in Vietnam. And my other buddy, Gary Owens from Gasky, California. I met him over there. You should have seen this kid. 6'4", 200 pounds, blonde hair, blue eyes. He was a true leader. I would have followed him anywhere. We were heading in the jungles and trying to open up a landing zone. And he stepped out into the landing zone, and he was brutally ambushed, and he was impaled on a tree limb, and they kept shooting him in the chest, and he didn't fall down, and he saved a lot of our lives. I'll never forget him. And my other buddy, Johnny Hines from Terre Haute, Indiana, he was shot in an ambush and shot 3 times, and he passed away after 3 weeks. So I think of Vietnam every day of my life, the horrible things I saw, 2 bodies burned beyond recognition, still alive at the 3rd Field Hospital where I took Bill. It was a horrible sight to see. I can't ever forget it. I can't unsee what I saw. So Camp Freedom is a place where I could get away from everything. There's calm and peace here. I really care for it, and I'm so glad that I found Camp Freedom. It just, they treat you like a human, like with dignity and honor up here. They treat you with great respect because they get it. And I want to tell any veterans out there, if you're feeling in a dark place or you feel suicidal, get a hold of Camp Freedom. whether you got to call them or if you have to get them online or however you could get them, get to Camp Freedom. They will help you out of a dark place. And there's so many activities up here for me. They got hiking. I see they just opened up a great long-range shooting range, which I love to do long-range shooting. I love to look for shed antlers up here, and they have plenty of space. The woods, Camp Freedom is such a beautiful place. The woods are so clean, they're so fresh, they're so pure. You could get up here and forget about everything.
The day started off pretty slow on the first sit, and not a whole lot happened. After lunch, we then headed out for Ed's second hunt for the day. And still he was so pumped to get a target buck. Ed kept looking and was so proactive about finding a deer just for him, while his guide Jamie was there to help him find one and spot out what was worth shooting. The sit was happening for a while, and we saw a bunch of red stag grazing in the food plots set up by my company, and a buck that was too big to shoot. But Ed still kept his hopes up and kept looking and was confident that he was going to find the right one. And he was right.
And this buck stepped out. We had red stag out there. We had some does coming in. The red stags laid down, and once those red stags laid down, those does come in. It was like, this is going to be short. Sure enough, here comes this monster, comes walking in, and Ed's sitting there. And every time he gets ready to take a shot, he walked behind a tree, and finally decided he was going to give him a shot.
And Grant, he came out. I got a broadside, and
well, you made the perfect shot. I mean, he ran about 40 yards and
piled up,
and he was down. You know, and I sat there. I had my binoculars on him the whole time, and I'm going, go down, and it didn't take long, and he was down.
He's down.
He's down.
He's down.
He's down.
Way to go, brother. Way to go.
Thank you very much.
and he's the dandy, more than I ever thought. He's got great mass, he's got everything, and he's going to be good eating. Because all he was eating was good stuff, clover. He was eating all good food, acorns, clover. It's just a great animal, and I'm blessed to be able to harvest him. And I put him down quick.
I sponsor veterans every year, and I really look forward to this. This is, I just can't say enough. This place is a magical place. I've said that many times. It's just, there's nothing like it. We got another buck right over here blowing at us.
Just snorted at us.
He probably had his rear end kicked by this guy before. He's wanted to come over and get a piece of him while he's laying on the ground.
Yeah. He's a nice buck too.
Yeah. I can't get enough of it. I come up here and this is my 1 week a year. I reserve every year. There's nothing ever going to get in the way of me coming up here. There's nothing going to get in the way of me not sponsoring veterans.
Thanks, Bill, for what you do for us. We really appreciate it.
I love this country and I love these men, and just hope we can help more veterans, because that's what we should be doing, and we're not doing enough of it. Killed a warrior buck. So it's only fitting that a warrior buck got killed by a warrior. And not being a military man myself, just to be in the presence of these heroes, it's great.
Thank you, Bill. You're a good man. I appreciate you. Appreciate you for sponsoring me.
That bull's 3.5 years old. It's a 350-inch bull. They won't care a whole lot. They'll move a little bit, but they ain't gonna go anywhere because they're fearless. They have no concern. Yeah, he looks familiar. Look at that bull.
Meow, 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 meow.
Look at this bull on the perimeter. That's a 2-year-old bull. You'll never see that in Colorado at 2 years old. Look at that bull on our right. I need to get a picture of him. I can't get a picture of him. Can you lean back just for 1 second, Steve? I'm sorry. Let me just get a good picture of that. That's too amazing.
The second day started off pretty darn good. I mean, we got to see this big elk and its herd. And we had a little competition to see who would guess what deer would come out first, whether a whitetail deer, elk, or stag, and I won with a red stag. So we all got in the blind and got ready to hunt. And this time we were taking out a Navy veteran for this hunt named Josh Garles. And for Josh's hunt, he got to have Matt Guides, the executive director of Camp Freedom, to be his guide to find what deer he can get. And our main goal was to break Josh's curse of never getting a buck.
I served in the Navy from 95 to 2001, and I'm currently here trying to break a curse. I've never got a deer, so they're trying to help me break my curse and finally get a deer after years of hunting. We came out to this absolutely gorgeous area of Pennsylvania. We started hunting and it's just so peaceful out here. All you hear is the sounds of nature, and then you see these magnificent animals running around, and I can only think of they taste really good. So when we finally saw this guy, he just kind of walked out in front of us and posed for us.
Get your window open. We're gonna work this as his head's away from us. Hold on for a minute. Wait till I get to see him. Ain't going anywhere. Give me 1 second, Josh. I want to get another look to just make sure I'm not making a big mistake.
While Matt decided whether we could shoot this buck, Josh sat there with his eye in the scope right on this deer, waiting patiently with no movement at all.
Hold on, Josh. Just be patient. I just gotta get good angles, guys. I have to see his front. Like a mainframe did. Yeah. Deep breaths, Josh. There's front, man. Okay. He's on food, so we're okay. We're in no rush. If he gets sideways, Josh, we're taking him. But I want you to wait. He's a little quartered to us. Let's just let him get completely broadside. You got a good clear picture of him, Josh? Yep. Okay. Anytime you're comfortable, if you aim, if you go right up that opposite leg, straight up that opposite leg, it'll be a perfect place. Whenever you're ready. Hit him again, Jack one in. Come on over here. Okay, I see where he's going, I see where he's going, I see where he's going.
Baby.
We might be low in front on the shot. Let's just see what we have. Okay, let's clear that rifle now, if we can.
Yeah.
right side leg is definitely incapacitated.
Yeah.
So I could see his right front leg. We're just gonna wait a little while. That's a slammer.
I'm telling you.
I should have him just start at the top of the shoulder.
Yeah, no, we're gonna be okay. We're gonna be okay.
We got him, man. Way to go, brother. That buck don't put a smile on your face, nothing will.
So we've got a good scenario. I think we have a good hit. We're gonna wait patiently here. We're gonna sit, somebody give me a time check. What do we have on the time?
8:32.
All right, we're gonna sit here until about 10 of 10, actually. And it's 9:32.
8:32.
8:32, we're gonna sit here till 10 to 9. And then we're gonna go take a look. But I think we're in good shape. It looked good. I could definitely see the hunch.
I can see blood.
Yeah, one leg and then blood. So I think we're okay. So, but we're gonna be patient. I don't wanna bump him in this thick stuff. 'Cause
No,
that's
no.
tough. That's really, really tough. All right, so now the hard part, Josh. Now we wait. And
You want this back, Matt?
the COJ may be done.
Yeah.
It's not done till we walk up on it.
So we all got out of the blind to try and find a blood trail for this deer so we could find it. And eventually we did, and we tracked it about 40 yards away.
Blood right here.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
My curse is over.
the curse is lifted.
Don't exert yourself too much.
All right, I'd like to thank Bill Wilson for sponsoring me to coming out here, my uncle for traveling with me, and especially to Camp Freedom for hosting me. And by the way, they have great food.
I just want to take the time out to say how magical this place is. It has tons of adventure, animals, and most of all, good people who care about the ones who have done great deeds for us, making it the best time for everyone who visits, and there's no place like it on Earth. And to Camp Freedom, thank you for inviting me, and I hope to be back soon. And to my viewers, thank you for watching, and I hope you liked the video.